Have you ever felt like you're running in place, no matter how hard you try to move forward? That frustrating sense of being stuck, whether in a job that doesn't inspire you, a cycle of self-doubt, or habits that keep you from reaching your potential, is something most of us experience at some point. But here's the truth, stagnation doesn't have to be permanent. As author James Clear once said, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. The key to breaking free lies in transforming your mindset, making intentional choices, and embracing the growth that comes from stepping outside your comfort zone. The journey begins with recognizing that you have the power to change, even when it feels impossible. Life is rarely a straight path, it's filled with twists, turns, and roadblocks that can leave us feeling defeated. Whether it's a career setback, a personal failure, or the numbing repetition of daily routines, these challenges can make progress seem out of reach. But what if these obstacles are actually opportunities in disguise? As psychologist Carol Dweck, known for her work on the growth mindset, reminds us, becoming is better than being. By shifting your perspective and viewing challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, you can begin to take small, intentional steps toward change. It's not about overhauling your life overnight but about aligning your actions with your goals, one decision at a time. So, how do you start moving forward when you feel paralyzed by inertia? The first step is to identify the patterns holding you back. Are you trapped in negative self-talk? Are you clinging to habits that no longer serve you? Once you pinpoint these barriers, you can begin to dismantle them. Practical strategies like reframing negative thoughts, setting achievable goals, and building routines that foster productivity can create a ripple effect of positive change. As author Atomic Habits explains, you don't have to be the victim of your environment. You can also be the architect of it. By taking ownership of your choices and focusing on progress over perfection, you can gradually break free from the cycle of stagnation. The journey to getting unstuck isn't just about external changes, it's about cultivating a mindset of resilience and self-compassion. Growth isn't linear, and setbacks are inevitable, but each step forward is a victory worth celebrating. As you embrace this process, you'll discover that the life you want isn't as far away as it seems. It starts with a single decision, to believe in your ability to change and to take action, no matter how small. Ready to rewrite your story? The power to create a life of purpose and progress is already within you. All you need to do is take the first step. About the author. Vaughn Carter is a dedicated teacher and consultant with a strong focus on mindset and personal development. His work revolves around empowering individuals to cultivate a positive outlook and embrace continuous self-improvement. With years of experience in coaching and mentoring, he has helped many people overcome personal and professional obstacles by encouraging them to adopt a growth-oriented mindset. Passionate about making a difference, Vaughan draws from his own life experiences to offer practical strategies for transformation. His approach blends inspiration with actionable guidance, helping individuals build confidence, resilience, and a proactive attitude toward achieving their goals. Through his teachings, he aims to instill lasting change, equipping people with the tools they need to lead more fulfilling and successful lives. Chapter 1: Reframe your mindset, turn setbacks into opportunities for growth. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're not alone, even the most successful people have felt this way. Take Barbara Corcoran, the iconic entrepreneur and Shark Tank investor, for example. After a painful breakup, her ex-boyfriend told her she'd never succeed without him. For a while, she felt paralyzed, trapped in self-doubt and fear. But instead of letting those words define her, she made a choice to rewrite her story. She rebuilt her confidence, conquered her fear of public speaking, and went on to build a real estate empire. Her journey is a powerful reminder that feeling stuck isn't the end, it's the beginning of a comeback. As she once said, the difference between successful people and others is how long they spend time feeling sorry for themselves. Feeling stuck often feels like being caught in a storm, where external circumstances, whether it's a monotonous routine, a lack of time, or crippling self-doubt, dictate your every move. But here's the truth, circumstances are neutral. They only have the power you give them. Think of it like a blank canvas, you're the artist, and you get to decide what to create. The first step to breaking free is realizing that you hold the brush. By shifting your perspective, you can transform obstacles into stepping stones. As Tony Robbins famously said, it's not the events of our lives that shape us, but our beliefs as to what those events mean. The journey begins with awareness. Start by identifying the moments that trigger discouragement, a missed deadline, a mistake at work, or even a number on the scale. Instead of letting these moments define you, see them for what they are, temporary and manageable. Journaling can be a powerful tool here. At the end of each day, write about a frustrating situation and remind yourself, this doesn't define me. It holds no power over my feelings or actions. This simple act of reflection can help you detach from negativity and reclaim your sense of control. Once you've gained awareness, the next step is to reframe your responses. Let's say you send an email with a glaring mistake. It's easy to spiral into self-blame and frustration. But what if, instead, you saw it as an opportunity? What if you used that moment to learn, to communicate openly with your team, and to grow? As Albert Einstein once said, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. By viewing setbacks as chances to improve, you can break free from the cycle of negativity and take meaningful action. To stay on track, make time for introspection. Regularly reflect on your goals, motivations, and core values. Visualize the life you want to create and remind yourself why it matters. Motivation may come and go, but commitment is what drives lasting change. By consciously reframing your thoughts, embracing positive actions, and staying committed to growth, you can turn setbacks into stepping stones and create a life filled with purpose and progress. Chapter 2: How to Rewire Your Brain for Positivity, Science-Backed Strategies. Imagine your mind as a garden. Negative thoughts are like stubborn weeds, taking root and spreading quickly, while positive moments are delicate flowers that need nurturing to thrive. It's no surprise that a harsh comment or a single mistake can haunt you for days, while a kind word or a small victory often fades into the background. This imbalance, fueled by the constant barrage of bad news and social media comparisons, can make negativity feel like your default setting. But here's the empowering truth: your brain is not hardwired to stay this way. As neuroscientist Rick Hansen famously said, the brain is like Velcro for negative experiences and Teflon for positive ones. The good news? You can rewire it to focus on the good. Negative thinking often starts with self-criticism, where every misstep feels like a personal failure. Breaking this cycle begins with awareness. Notice when you're being overly critical of yourself, like when you're running late, and immediately label yourself as irresponsible or a mess. Instead of spiraling into stress, use that moment as an opportunity to reframe your thoughts. What if you saw the delay as a chance to pause, breathe, and practice gratitude? Maybe you notice the sunlight streaming through the window or take a moment to listen to your favorite song. As author Brené Brown reminds us, talk to yourself like you would to someone you love. Small shifts in perspective can create ripples of positivity. The magic lies in savoring the small joys that often go unnoticed. Watching a bird flutter by, catching a breathtaking sunset, or even enjoying a warm cup of coffee, these moments are gifts. When you intentionally pause to appreciate them, you're not just enjoying the present, you're rewiring your brain. The more you focus on these positive experiences, the stronger their impact becomes, helping you build a mental habit of optimism. As psychologist Martin Seligman, a pioneer in positive psychology, explains, happiness is not the absence of problems but the ability to deal with them. By training your brain to notice and hold on to the good, you create a buffer against life's challenges. To truly rewire your brain, self-compassion and hope are essential. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd show a friend. When you make a mistake, acknowledge it without judgment and remind yourself of your strengths. Hope, too, is a powerful force. Studies show that a hopeful outlook can reduce stress, improve mental health, and even lower the risk of heart disease. Simple practices like smiling, engaging in activities that bring you joy, and keeping a gratitude journal can reinforce this mindset. As Helen Keller once said, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. By cultivating self-compassion, hope, and gratitude, you can transform your mindset and move closer to the life you envision. Chapter 3: The Science of Gratitude, How It Transforms Your Brain and Life. Imagine a world where every small act of kindness, every moment of joy, and every challenge you overcome is met with a deep sense of appreciation. When was the last time you paused to truly express gratitude, not just a quick thank you, but a heartfelt acknowledgement of the goodness in your life? In the hustle and bustle of daily routines, it's easy to let frustration and stress overshadow the positives. Yet, gratitude is more than a polite gesture, it's a transformative practice that can reshape your mindset and enrich your life. As Melody Beattie once said, gratitude turns what we have into enough, and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. Gratitude begins with a simple yet profound shift in perspective. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when life feels overwhelming. Science backs this up. Studies show that gratitude can lower blood pressure, improve sleep, reduce pain, and even boost happiness levels. On a social level, it fosters generosity, compassion, and forgiveness, helping to combat feelings of loneliness and isolation. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a practice that rewires your brain to notice and appreciate the abundance around you. As psychologist Robert Emmons, a leading gratitude researcher, explains, gratitude blocks toxic emotions like envy, resentment, and regret, which can destroy our happiness. One of the most powerful ways to deepen gratitude is by reflecting on past hardships. Think about a time when you faced a significant challenge, perhaps a job loss, a health scare, or a personal setback. Now, compare that to where you are today. Chances are, you've grown stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This perspective can make current struggles feel more manageable and remind you of how far you've come. For instance, losing a high-paying job might initially feel like a disaster, but it could also open the door to a simpler, more fulfilling life. Gratitude helps you see the silver linings, even in the toughest situations. If gratitude doesn't come naturally, don't worry, it's a skill you can develop. Start by savoring positive moments. Whether it's a meaningful conversation, the aroma of fresh coffee, or the warmth of the sun on your skin, fully immerse yourself in these experiences. Volunteering is another powerful way to cultivate gratitude, as it puts your own blessings into perspective. Replace complaints with thankfulness. The next time your meal at a restaurant is delayed, consider the effort that went into preparing it and the opportunity to enjoy it. This mental shift not only lifts your mood but also strengthens your relationships by fostering empathy and connection. To make gratitude a lasting part of your life, incorporate it into your daily routine. Keep a gratitude journal, jotting down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Create a gratitude jar, filling it with notes about moments of joy to revisit later. Or take a reflective walk, noticing and appreciating the beauty around you. These small habits can rewire your brain for positivity, helping you build a grateful mindset. As Oprah Winfrey once said, "Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough." By actively practicing gratitude, you'll transform your outlook, reduce negativity, and open the door to a happier, more fulfilling life. Chapter 4: How Food and Fitness Transform Your Mental Health, the Science Behind It. Imagine waking up feeling energized, focused, and ready to tackle the day. What if the key to unlocking this vibrant state of mind wasn't just about what you do, but also what you eat? The connection between diet, exercise, and mental well-being is more powerful than most people realize. Research shows that identifying as a healthy eater or someone committed to fitness can profoundly shape your habits and mindset. For example, seeing yourself as someone who values nutrition makes it easier to choose a salad over a sugary snack. As the saying goes, you are what you eat, but it's also true that what you eat shapes who you become. By understanding the dynamic relationship between food, fitness, and mental health, you can break free from self-sabotage and build habits that nourish both your body and mind. The food you consume doesn't just fuel your body, it fuels your brain. Nutrients like vitamin C, omega-3 fatty acids, and magnesium play critical roles in supporting mental health. Vitamin C, found in bell peppers and oranges, helps produce neurotransmitters that combat depression. Omega-3s, abundant in salmon and flax seeds, reduce inflammation and boost cognitive function. Meanwhile, magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens can ease anxiety and depression. As the famous quote by Hippocrates reminds us, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." By incorporating these nutrient-dense foods into your diet, you can sharpen your mental clarity, stabilize your mood, and build emotional resilience. However, emotional eating can derail even the best intentions, trapping you in cycles of guilt and negativity. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Keep a food journal to identify emotional triggers behind cravings and learn to distinguish between true hunger and stress-induced eating. Replace processed snacks with healthier alternatives like nuts, raw veggies, or low-sugar options like green tea. Staying hydrated is another simple yet powerful way to curb unnecessary eating. As author Janine Roth wisely said, "When you eat when you are hungry, you are feeding your body. When you eat when you are not hungry, you are feeding your heart." By addressing the root causes of emotional eating, you can create a healthier relationship with food. Exercise is the perfect complement to a nutrient-rich diet, offering both physical and mental benefits. Physical activity releases endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters, and helps reduce stress. To build a sustainable fitness routine, set achievable goals, incorporate variety to keep things interesting, and find accountability through workout partners or group classes. Celebrate small victories along the way to stay motivated. Additionally, limiting sugar and processed foods is crucial for maintaining emotional and physical health. Studies show that high sugar intake is linked to depression and inflammation, while plant-based diets can improve mood and mental focus. By combining mindful eating with regular exercise, you can create a strong foundation for a healthier, happier life. Chapter 5: Break the Cycle of Negativity, Tips for a Healthier Mindset. Imagine your mind as a garden. Negative thoughts are like invasive weeds, creeping in unnoticed and slowly choking out the vibrant flowers of positivity. Whether it's dwelling on past mistakes, dismissing small wins, or criticizing yourself harshly, these patterns can trap you in a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction. The more they grow, the harder it feels to uproot them. But here's the good news: just as a gardener can reclaim their garden, you can reclaim your mindset. With the right tools and strategies, you can break free from negativity and cultivate a brighter, more resilient outlook on life. The first step is to identify the habits that feed your negative thinking. Do you find yourself filtering out the good and focusing only on the bad? This is called filtering. Or perhaps you personalize, blaming yourself for things beyond your control, or polarize, seeing everything in black and white terms without room for nuance. Naming these patterns is like shining a light on the weeds. It's the first step toward pulling them out. As psychologist Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Awareness is your starting point. Once you've identified these patterns, it's time to disrupt them. When you catch yourself ruminating, replaying a mistake or worry over and over, distraction can be a powerful tool. Try focusing on something detailed and unrelated, like mentally organizing your bookshelf or listing your favorite movies. Alternatively, write down the negative thought on a piece of paper and physically throw it away. Research shows that this simple act can help you mentally distance yourself from the thought, as if you're tossing it out of your mind. As author Eckhart Tolle reminds us, whatever you fight, you strengthen, and what you resist, persists. Sometimes, the best way to deal with negativity is to let it go. Your environment also plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, people who uplift and inspire you, can help reinforce constructive thinking. On the other hand, spending time with pessimistic individuals can amplify negativity. Even small comforts, like holding a warm cup of tea or taking a moment to enjoy nature, can reduce feelings of loneliness and stress. Reframing is another powerful tool. Instead of seeing a setback as a failure, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. For example, a breakup might feel devastating, but it could also be a chance to avoid long-term incompatibility and find a more fulfilling relationship. Finally, practice mindfulness to stay grounded in the present moment. Mindfulness means actively engaging with your life instead of drifting through it on autopilot. It helps you break free from patterns of regret about the past or anxiety about the future. As John Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer of mindfulness, explains, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. By staying present, you can prevent negativity from taking hold and create space for joy and gratitude. Breaking free from negativity isn't an overnight process, but every small step brings you closer to lasting change. Start today by identifying one thought pattern to challenge. Whether it's reframing a setback, practicing mindfulness, or simply tossing away a negative thought, you'll be amazed at how much lighter and freer you feel. The power to transform your mindset is already within you. It's time to take the first step. Chapter 6: The Power of Empathy, How to Build Stronger Relationships. Imagine a world where everyone truly understood each other, where conflicts were resolved with compassion, and relationships were built on deep, genuine connections. This is the power of empathy, a skill that goes beyond mere sympathy to create meaningful bonds and inspire positive change. Picture someone who listens intently to another's struggles, acknowledges their pain, and offers unwavering support. These small acts of kindness can spark hope, strengthen relationships, and even transform lives. As author Brené Brown beautifully puts it, empathy has no script. There is no right way or wrong way to do it. It's simply listening, holding space, withholding judgment, emotionally connecting, and communicating that incredibly healing message of you are not alone. Empathy is more than just recognizing someone else's emotions, it's about stepping into their shoes and feeling what they feel. It's the ability to understand another person's experience without needing them to explain it in words. But empathy doesn't stop at understanding, it moves into action. Empathetic individuals don't just acknowledge pain, they strive to alleviate it. Whether it's offering a shoulder to cry on, lending a helping hand, or simply being present, empathy bridges gaps and fosters connection. As the Dalai Lama once said, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. How do you know if you're an empathetic person? Often, those with high emotional intelligence find themselves being confided in because they're exceptional listeners. They give their full attention, ask thoughtful questions, and avoid interrupting. They care deeply about others, sometimes to the point of feeling emotionally drained. This is a reminder that while empathy is a gift, it must be balanced with self-care. As the saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking time to recharge ensures that you can continue to offer compassion without burning out. If you're looking to cultivate or strengthen your empathy, start with active listening. This means giving someone your undivided attention, maintaining eye contact, and responding with understanding. Ask open-ended questions to learn more about their experiences and perspectives. Empathy also requires challenging prejudices and seeking common ground. When we break down stereotypes and see others as individuals, we open the door to deeper understanding. For example, even those with deeply ingrained biases can change their views through shared experiences and meaningful conversations. Empathy isn't just a personal virtue, it's a cornerstone of strong relationships, effective leadership, and harmonious communities. In business, it fosters collaboration and trust. In conflict resolution, it paves the way for mutual understanding. On a societal level, it reduces loneliness and builds bridges across divides. When balanced with self-care, empathy allows you to remain compassionate without becoming overwhelmed. By practicing empathy, you not only enrich your own life but also contribute to a kinder, more connected world. In summary, imagine standing at the edge of a dense forest, the path ahead shrouded in mist. You know you need to move forward, but every step feels uncertain, and the weight of doubt holds you back. This is what it feels like to be stuck, trapped in routines, self-doubt, or unproductive habits that keep you from reaching your potential. In Help Me, I'm Stuck, the author takes you by the hand and guides you through the fog, offering practical tools and heartfelt wisdom to help you reclaim your momentum. As the saying goes, the only way out is through, and this book is your compass to navigate the journey. The book begins by exploring why we feel stuck in the first place. Whether it's fear of failure, the comfort of familiarity, or the paralyzing grip of perfectionism, the author delves into the root causes of inertia. Through relatable stories and insightful anecdotes, you'll see that being stuck isn't a life sentence, it's a temporary state that can be overcome. One powerful quote from the book reminds us, stagnation is not failure, it's an invitation to grow. By reframing your mindset and embracing small, intentional changes, you can start to break free from the patterns holding you back. Next, the author introduces the concept of mindset shifts as the key to unlocking progress. Instead of viewing challenges as roadblocks, you'll learn to see them as stepping stones. The book shares inspiring stories of individuals who turn setbacks into comebacks, proving that resilience is a skill anyone can develop. One memorable story features a woman who, after losing her job, used the opportunity to pursue her passion for baking, a decision that led to a thriving business. As the author writes, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Practical strategies take center stage as the book guides you through actionable steps to create lasting change. From journaling exercises to habit stacking techniques, you'll discover tools to rewire your thinking and build a life aligned with your goals. The author emphasizes the importance of self-compassion, reminding readers, you don't have to be perfect to make progress. By celebrating small wins and practicing gratitude, you'll cultivate a mindset of growth and possibility. The final chapters focus on the power of community and connection. The author highlights how surrounding yourself with positive influences can amplify your progress. Whether it's finding an accountability partner or joining a supportive group, you'll learn how to draw strength from others. As the book beautifully states, we rise by lifting others. By fostering empathy and collaboration, you'll not only transform your own life but also inspire those around you. As you close the pages of Help Me, I'm Stuck, you'll feel a renewed sense of hope and determination. The journey from stagnation to growth isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Take the lessons from this book and apply them to your life, one day, one decision, one moment at a time. And as a sign of reciprocity, I'll continue to deliver timely and impactful book reviews to guide you on your journey. But do me a favor, my friends, don't keep this wisdom to yourself. Share it, live it, and watch as it transforms not only your life but the lives of those around you. Here's to your positive success and the incredible journey ahead.